Just 86 days until the March 1st Texas primary election, and a powerful contender has emerged in the Democratic race to be the Progressive Party's nominee for state attorney general. As an Hispanic woman, Rochelle Garza instantly attracts two constituencies: add intelligence and a substantial courtroom track record, and you can understand why Rice political analyst Mark Jones believes she will be very tough to beat in the primary. This week I spoke one-on-one with the 37-year-old former ACLU attorney about why she's seeking to become the people's lawyer. Why are you running for Texas Attorney General?
My brother Robbie experienced a traumatic brain injury during childbirth, and I saw my parents fight for him. I saw whether it was my mom testifying against a bad bill in the Texas legislature that would have been harmful to him, or fighting for a wheelchair lift to get him to school. So those are the values that I was raised with, and that is why I have fought for people that have been overlooked and left behind. And so most of my legal career has been built around making sure that we take care of the most vulnerable folks in our community.
The office holder now, Ken Paxton, and the cloud that looms over him. Has that been a factor in your decision to try to replace the current occupant of that office?
Ken Paxton has been avoiding trial for 6 years. He has been under felony criminal indictment, and his actions while in office sparked an FBI investigation against him. His own staff sparked that investigation. So he is unfit for office. He does not have the interests of Texans in mind. Instead, he is focusing on challenging vaccine mandates, challenging our presidential election, and really harming Texas families. I would focus on making sure that Texans have the things that they need. So we need to take it back to the basics and focus on civil rights, ensure that people have access to the ballot box, that their right to vote is honored, and that they have access to health care, and that includes reproductive health care. We really need to take it back to these basics and focus on the things that are going to make people's lives better.
How do you stand on legalization of cannabis?
I've seen enough to understand that cannabis needs to be legalized because it really impacts negatively the lives of Texans to criminalize something like this.
There is the potential of you being the only statewide elected official who happens to be a Democrat surrounded by Republicans. How would that work? What would that look like?
I would be protective of reproductive health care, period. We are at a critical point in our state and in our country where we have a choice here, where we can fight for democracy, where we can fight to have a better state that works for everyone and not just some, and not just the rich and the powerful. It can work for everyday Texans, and your life can be meaningfully better because you have a voice.